Und damit hallihallo und herzlich willkommen zurück hier auf YouTube zu Star Wars. Freut mich, dass ihr wieder mit dabei seid. Und sorry, dass jetzt eine lange Zeit nichts kam. War jetzt auch Silvester dazwischen und ich hatte einfach keine Lust, gestern online zu gehen. Deswegen sind wir jetzt online und machen natürlich im nächsten Autosave weiter. Load. Und ich gieße mir mal was zu trinken ein. Ich habe nämlich Durst. So, und wir wollten hier erstmal mit den ganzen Hanseln reden, glaube ich, wenn ich das jetzt noch richtig im Kopf habe. Ah, das wird natürlich auch spannend.
Zerdra. Ever since Brejik and the Vulkars began this war against us, she's been a little overzealous in her security duties. The problems with the Sith haven't helped things. Zerdra seems to forget that I know how to look after myself. Now, how can I help you? A foreign army invades Terrace, declares martial law, and locks down all travel to and from the planet? You damn well bet I have a problem with that. If the Sith ever moved in down here, all the swoop gangs would unite against them. We'd use hit-and-run guerrilla tactics to pick them off. Their casualties would be enormous.
Don't fool yourself. The Sith would never commit to that kind of operation. They'd probably do something much more grand and deadly.
But so far, the Sith have stayed out of the lower city, and our strength is wasted on this stupid gang war. I tried to explain this to Brejik, but he and his Vulkars won't listen.
Ja, wir brauchen Informationen.
The escape pods? You know, I heard the Sith have been asking around the upper city about them as well. But you don't look like you're with the Sith.
They might be spies, Gadden. They might be working for the Sith.
Calm down, Zerdra. If the Sith thought we knew anything useful, they'd have a battalion of troops kicking down our door. No, I think this off-worlder has his own agenda.
Keine Sorge, wir arbeiten nicht für diesen Typen. Oder keine Ahnung, was das ist.
But it might cause problems for the Vulkars, and that's okay in my book. The Vulkars stripped those pods clean within hours after they landed. It's too bad we didn't get there first, considering what my spies reported the Vulkars found. A female Republic officer named Bastila survived the crash. We Becks don't believe in intergalactic slavery, but the Vulkars aren't so picky. They took her prisoner. Normally, the Vulkars would take a captured slave and sell them for a nice profit to Davik, or an off-world slaver. But a Republic officer is no ordinary catch.
I still think Bastila is just a Republic officer. That could work to our advantage. Maybe she'll even figure out a way to escape from the Vulkar base on her own.
She's too valuable to leave with the Vulkar scum at the base. Brejik's probably got your Republic friend hidden away somewhere safe until the big swoop race. You'll never find her. I'm afraid your friend has become a pawn in Brejik's game to take over the lower city. He's offered her up as the Vulkar's share of the prize in the annual swoop gang race. By putting up such a valuable prize, Brejik hopes to win the loyalty of some of the smaller gangs. Their numbers will allow him to finally destroy me and my followers.
So how do you propose we go about rescuing Bastila then? Well, we can't fight all the gangs.
The only hope you have of rescuing Bastila is to somehow win the big season opener of the swoop race.
Ja, kann der helfen?
I might be able to help you with this, if you'd be willing to help us. We both have something to gain here, and much to lose.
Was ist deine, was ist Phishing? Okay, da bräuchte ich mal Hilfe. Was heißt denn das? Was ist denn das für ein Wort? Ich frage einfach mal. Vielleicht wird jetzt geredet und mir fällt es ein.
I could sponsor you as a rider for the Hidden Becks this year. If you win the race, you'll win your friend's freedom. But first, you have to do something for me. My mechanics have developed an accelerator for a swoop engine. A bike with the accelerator installed can beat any other swoop out there. But the Vulkars stole the prototype from us. They plan to use it to guarantee a victory in this year's swoop race. I need you to break into their base and steal it back. Getting into the Vulkar base won't be easy. The front doors are locked tight. But I know someone who might be able to get you in the back way. Mission Vale.
Mission? Gaddon, you can't be serious. She's just a kid. How is she supposed to help them with this?
Mission's explored every step of every back alley in the lower city. Plus, she knows the undercity sewers better than anyone. If anyone can get inside the Vulkar base, it's her. She and her Wookiee friend Zalbar are always looking to stir up a little excitement. They like to go exploring in the undercity, despite the dangers. Your best bet is to look for her in the undercity. But you'll need some way past the Sith guard post at the elevator.
Okay.
A simple disguise might have worked on the upper city card, but the security down here is much tougher. You'll need the proper papers to get past him. Luckily, my gang ambushed one of the Sith patrols headed down to the undercity. They never made it, and their security papers fell into my hands. Since we're working together now, I suppose I could give them to you in exchange for your uniforms. With the security papers, you won't need a disguise anyway. I like to be prepared. Eventually, the Sith are going to try to drive us out of
Ich
the
weiß
undercity.
manchmal nicht, ob wir das überhaupt schon mal
Sith
gefragt
disguises
haben.
might give my people the edge we need in a crucial battle. Good choice. Thanks for the uniforms. You won't need them with these security papers anyway. Now, is there anything else I can do for you? Your time would probably be better spent going after the prototype swoop engine the Vulkars stole from us. But I'll answer your questions if I can.
Ach du Scheiße. Also wir haben jetzt praktisch die Papiere abgegeben, besser gesagt eine Rüstung abgegeben, um Papiere zu kriegen. Ich weiß aber nicht, was für eine. Keine Ahnung.
Very tactful. Are you itching for a fight or something?
How dare you? I should kill you where you stand.
Calm down, Zerdra. I'm not ashamed of what I've become. As you can see, I lost my eyes in a swoop racing crash. I rely on these artificial replacements to see now. But my blindness was not the worst consequence of my accident. My affliction was what eventually led to this war between my Becks and the Vulkars.
Ja, was meinst du?
When I lost my sight in the swoop bike accident, everyone assumed I would step down as leader of the hidden Becks and let Brejik, my most trusted follower, take over. But with my ocular implants, I can still see well enough to lead this gang, and I knew Brejik wasn't ready to take over yet. Unfortunately, Brejik didn't agree with me. In a rage, he left to join our arch-rivals, the Black Vulkars. A lot of the younger gang members followed him, and soon he and his followers had taken control of the Vulkar gang. Brejik is a proud man. My decision was a public humiliation for him. Maybe if I had stepped down, this gang war could have been avoided.
Don't fool yourself, Gaddon. Brejik wants to control the lower city gangs. If you'd stepped down, he'd have led the Becks against the Vulkars. He wanted this war, one way or another.
I know you're right, Zerdra. Brejik won't rest until I am dead and the Becks are no more. But it's hard to accept the truth of his betrayal. Your time would probably be better.
Okay, es werden auf jeden Fall weniger Fragen.
A foreign army invades Terrace, declares martial law, and
trotzdem noch
locks down
genug.
all travel to and from the planet? You damn well bet I have a problem with that. If the Sith ever moved in down here, all the swoop gangs would unite against them. We'd use hit-and-run guerrilla tactics to pick them off. Their casualties would be enormous.
Don't fool yourself. The Sith would never commit to that kind of operation. They'd probably do something much more grand and deadly.
But so far, the Sith have stayed out of the lower city, and our strength is wasted on this stupid gang war. I tried to explain this to Brejik, but he and his Vulkars won't listen. Your time... A foreign army invades Terrace, declares martial law, and locks down all travel to and from the planet? You damn well bet I have a problem with that. If the Sith ever moved in down here, all the swoop gangs would unite against them. We'd use hit-and-run guerrilla tactics to pick them off. Their casualties would be enormous.
Don't fool yourself. The Sith
Das
would
kennen
never...
wir doch jetzt schon, oder?
Your time.
Ja.
She and her Wookiee friend Zalbar are always looking to your best.
Ich glaube, das haben wir auch schon alles.
I suggest you hurry. The swoop race is coming up, and we want you to have time to practice before the race.
Oh, ach Gescheiße. Also wir haben auf jeden Fall erstmal die Papiere.
You can speak to Gaden if you want, but I've got my eye on you. You try anything and you'll be vaporized before you can say Vulcar spy.
Jetzt muss ich mich erstmal orientieren. Wir sind von wo gekommen? Wir sind von hier gekommen, vermutlich. Das heißt, ich renne jetzt nochmal hier hin.
No problem. Didn't work.
Aber wir kommen ja nirgendwo rein hier. Was für ein Käse.
What?
Okay, hier waren wir auf jeden Fall auch schon und durch die Tür sind wir auch noch nicht gekommen, ne? Ne, die kriegen wir auch nicht entsperrt.
No problem. Didn't work.
Gut, das heißt, wir haben jetzt eine Karte. Ich weiß aber noch nicht genau, was ich mit der anfangen soll. Ich sehe leider überhaupt nichts. Jetzt. Okay. Ja, der Rest steht bloß rum, weißt du? Die stehen da hinten rum. Und quatschen. Hier die Leute abgemurkst werden. Ist ja auch nicht schlecht.
You guys are behind with your payments. What do you think just because you're in some gang, you don't have to give Davik his cut?
Kavadumpa kunpa yiyamokapata. Bonanay kachu. Hinkin kunoba mulirachi kun. Tong na bunshan yunyang. Kavavulpa mulji kamana.
Runda di hotonga kun hankabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule. Tunking ba nunodak. Tukning chatukune. Mulerabes.
Ah, so you want to play this the hard way. Okay.
Tunipudu. Rana no prata dunkno sercha. Ichua penki.
Watana wama mulera. Kenchunju barshak. No bule muleraji. Jonitun turji chiwi itado. Bola una dichek. Bala mureslimo wanga kun bisching.
I knew you boys would see reason. Now get out of here.
Too bad. I was looking forward to cracking some heads.
Maybe next time, Canderous. I better get this over to Davik. I'll call you if anyone else gets behind on their payments.
Those Vulkars are dumber than a Coruscant granite slug. They actually think being in that pathetic little gang of theirs makes them important. Gadon keeps his hidden Becks in line, but Brejik's getting dreams of grandeur. If Davik's smart, he'll slap that young punk back down. I'm someone you don't want to get on the bad side of. And I'm not one for small talk. I don't have time to stick around here anyway. Davik's got me working on a special assignment.
Ah ja. Gut, dann halt eben nicht.
Kiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi inko tune chuna muli ra. Tangi wama jiko na. Tonki pa nonku nek abog. Jiyokaku. Kinba muli ra dwanaji. Kuyami juski chika nai. Uba baska dwana chichopa muska. Jiska da soki kupa bona na chachu.
Here's a bounty on your little green heads. I'm here to collect.
Just cronky to patslimo. Chi ita kanki chana kilikon. Kinba muli ra dwanaji. Kinba noku nikset abog.
That's the plan.
Ach, das war doch der, den wir schon mal getroffen haben. Der mit uns natürlich nicht quatschen will. Weil er natürlich Besseres zu tun hat. Und wir haben natürlich auch Besseres zu tun, sondern und nämlich auf die nächste Folge zu warten. Wenn ich so auf meinen Tower schaue, ist unsere Zeit eigentlich schon wieder rum, ihr Lieben. Und deswegen würde ich auch noch mal gerne verkünden hier auf YouTube, wenn auch mal ein paar Leute hier die Folge anschauen. Ihr könnt jetzt auch gucken auf X auf jeden Fall. Blue Sky habe ich leider noch nicht. Registriert habe ich mich aber schon. Ich warte jetzt bloß, bis ich freigeschaltet werde. Ihr könnt auf Twitter /X gucken oder auch auf dem Discord. Das müsst ihr selber entscheiden, was euch jetzt lieber ist. Seht ihr, wann wir streamen. Und ich werde jetzt natürlich versuchen, auch die Wochenenden mal mitzunehmen. Also die sind auf jeden Fall nicht fest. Da sage ich euch schon mal so, wie es ist. Die Woche über ja. Samstag, Sonntags und Feiertage sind dann immer spontan. Ne? Und da würde ich sagen, dass wir da ein paar Ründchen entspannt Minecraft zocken. Dass wir uns da was Schönes zusammenbauen und ich das dann noch irgendwie verwursten kann für YouTube. Müssen wir mal gucken. Weil Minecraft bietet sich natürlich auch an, dann so eine Art Jahresabschluss zu machen, wo man sich dann einfach mal irgendwo hinsetzt und die Ruhe genießt und einfach mal drauf losquatscht. Hätte ich auch Bock drauf. Okay, wir lassen uns da schon noch was einfallen. Also ihr Lieben, vielen, vielen Dank fürs Zusehen, fürs mit dabei sein, für einfach alles, auch wenn jetzt gerade vielleicht für viele nicht gerade die Spiele laufen, die laufen sollen. Es haben einige auch den Channel verlassen, aber es ist halt jetzt einfach so, Herrgott. Und ja, ich bedanke mich trotzdem bei jedem, der noch dabei ist und würde mich auch freuen, wenn ihr mir ein Follow da lasst, einen Daumen nach oben und dann sehen wir uns zur nächsten Folge wieder. Bis dahin, macht's gut und Ciao.